Came alive. At the same time, I played myself got mad. And literally, I would live lonely inside on the physical side. All my miracles died. 2012, guess that plan didn't go well. Out my shell, still I'm living it. Yeah, it was written from God. It was gifted to give you a story that ain't hard to tell. 2013, far from a preteen, but it seemed.
Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Phillies. The Phillies are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Zach Wheeler gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, please, Zach, what do you got?
Boy, was he super good in this last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
And now here is Porter Witt, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Toronto, the third baseman.
First pitch on its way. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They have certainly had it going lately, winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop, Robert Poisson.
And now Robert Poisson as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Decent, but not great results so far this season from the left side. I know he'd like better, certainly, but he's definitely still a capable hitter in this setup.
Oh, 1 here it comes. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's the first baseman, Freddy Freeman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Wheeler into his motion and delivers. Just getting started here in Philly. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Good breaking ball, and it's in there. 2-2 now.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning.
Look into my
Trent Thornton gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Gene Story is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
High and deep to left center field. Back goes Springer to the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
To the plate now, Joaquin Diaz, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. We'll check in with an average still south of 230. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Springer looking up, and that one is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. 4th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
That brings up Alec Bohm.
Third baseman.
As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. Still without a home run and 5 driven in. The 0-1 on its way. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2. No outs, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a liner. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so they're giving it another look and may decide to challenge the call on the field. Now the indication from the dugout, and they will use a challenge here. So we'll see what the replay operations center in Manhattan has to say about it.
So here's one last look at it. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call, and I just don't see it there. I'd be really surprised if the challenge works out for them in this one.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. The average sits at 303 entering play, 16 homers and 28 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Stanton comes into the day as the second leading vote getter amongst left fielders in All-Star fan balloting, so we may see him in the Midsummer Classic this year.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Reined in. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. Lifted into the air out towards center field. On the move is Springer. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
In there at the knees, strike one. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. Here's Wheeler on 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could hold that thought as this one is deep down the line in left, hooking, but it's a fair ball, home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, 8th home run on the season for him, and the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
George Springer the next to hit.
The center fielder, number 4.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This is popped up. Hoskins has room in foul territory. One down.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 14. Adam Duvall.
Into the box, Adam Duvall. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. First offering. A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. And there's out number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 away. And that'll bring in Kevin Biggio. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Slider laid off for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Down the first baseline. Hoskins has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
I'm just a highlight reel. To do what I do takes skill. I'm about to chase money in case. Clean the base. Pick up the pace.
Last half of the second set to go, and next will be the first-year shortstop, Manuel Angel. Now the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
The second baseman, Francisco Lindor.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. First pitch of the AB now. The 1-0 delivery. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's ball 2 now. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Into the box, JT Realmuto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The numbers, 282 to start play, 7 homers, 18 driven in. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Popped up. Biggio makes the play, and the inning is over.
Them don't know me, word to Romy and Naomi. Opinionated, opinions hated, it's all trash. This kid the greatest, it's flaming, it's all.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Matt Wieters.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Trent Thornton. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Porter Witt. Now the first pitch. Hit hard down the right field line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field. 4th home run for him on the season as the Blue Jays have rallied back to tie it at 2.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
In now, Robert Poisson.
The batter, number 3.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. He's through first and hustling for second. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 5.
Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Two and one, here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. Go to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. We play 2.5, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. So now into the box is Zach Wheeler.
Philadelphia. The pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted the other way to left center. Springer giving chase. But he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
So now to the plate, Gene Story, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Springer on the run. He's there and records the first out. Next, it'll be Joaquin Diaz. He hit a 2-run homer first time up.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last AB, that was a pretty good fastball down in the zone, so that tells me this guy likes to get that bat head down, and he covers that low pitch quite well.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left. His second home run of the game as they take the lead. It's now 4-2.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
At the plate, Alec Bohm. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Slow little grounder left side. Fielded cleanly. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in once again is Giancarlo Stanton. Grounded out in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. 3 complete from Citizens Bank Park. It's now 4-2. Leading off the inning, it'll be Lourdes Gurriel as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Popped up. There to make the catch is Hoskins, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's George Springer. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 1-0.
Hey.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. At the plate now is Adam Duvall. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Blue Jays go down in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. Now at the plate is Rhys Hoskins. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Here it is, the 3-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here, but he has a chance to regroup, take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
Full count now, 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
The 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So here is Manuel Angel. First pitch on the way. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Has a look. Now the pitch.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Freeman is over and he puts it away for the first out. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Struck out in his first at bat. He's set and the pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
The 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Hoskins, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Popped him up. Wieters has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting. the catcher.
So next to bat will be JT Realmuto. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Hard on the ground toward short. He's right there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring in Kevin Biggio. First pitch on its way. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Biggio is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Now at the plate, Matt Wieters. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
.30 pitch is taken, strike 1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
And he loses him on a breaking ball.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Up next, Trent Thornton flew out in his only at-bat so far. First offering on its way. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he is in there.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
So now here is Porter Witt. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Wieters at second. Thornton is over at first with 1 away. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up, one there. On to first as they get the double play. Tim Cate.